On your Tuesday footy feed, Rocky rolls south, Tom heads to the Power. And Demons sacrifice, Simon Goodwin takes tough talk to a whole new level. Good evening. Former Brisbane Lions captain Tom Rockliff is headed to Port Adelaide. Our cameras were there when his manager Tom Petroro and Port Adelaide's list manager Jason Cripps arrived at AFL House this morning to lodge the official paperwork for the restricted free agents move. It's understood Rockliff has signed a 4-year deal worth around $650,000 a season. The Lions will likely get a compensation draft pick at the end of the first round. It's believed the 27-year-old chose Port Adelaide because he wanted a club that would likely be in finals contention straight away. His career at the Lions finishes after 154 games. Jack Watts has spent a couple of hours touring Geelong's redeveloped headquarters today as the Cats step up their attempts to lure the out-of-favour Demon. The 26-year-old has also been linked with Port Adelaide and Sydney. And Adelaide is believed to have stepped up its bid for out-of-contract cat Stephen Motlop, with crosstown rivals Port Adelaide in no mood for a bidding war. Let's bring in our lead trade reporter Nick Bowen now. Nick, a few things starting to fall into place. Stephen Motlop first, as we just mentioned, the Crows right in the race now, and Port really doesn't want a bidding war.
That's right, Matt. Port have really made the running for most of the year with Steve Motlop, but the Crows have come late with an offer that's really sort of, I suppose, in some ways blown them out of the park. But there's still a real connection for Motlop with Port Adelaide. His brother Daniel played there, his cousin works there, so that may get them over the line, but really going to come down to a decision with that family connection and perhaps the greater money that the Crows are offering. And
Nick, what about Charlie Cameron? I mean, the Crows seem to be playing hardball here, but he is still surely a huge chance to end up at the Lions, isn't he?
He is, Matt, and you're right. The Crows certainly are playing hardball. They're maintaining he's a required player, of course contracted for next year. However, I think the Crows really need to look at this and say, can we get a better deal now? Because Cameron's been pretty blunt through his manager that he won't re-sign after next year. At the moment, the Lions hold pick 12. Pick 18 will believe they'll get through a compensation pick for Tom Rockliff, and they've got pick 19 at the moment as well. So they're pretty tasty picks, and I think that the Crows could justifiably target one, if not two of those. So I think they should strike while the iron's hot.
All right, Nick, thank you for that. Nick Bowen reporting. You can read his stuff online 24/7. Now, Simon Goodwin has made an impassioned speech at Melbourne's best and fairest dinner overnight. After the D's missed the finals on percentage, his message to the players and the Demons faithful was strong and uncompromising.
We can't always be comfortable, safe, doing the easy things in familiar territory. We need to feel uncomfortable and push our limits without fear, not knowing what's ahead. For our players, it's going to take some courage. It's going to take giving to the team like never before. Take unconditionally competing at every contest. It's going to take sacrifices you haven't thought about before or thought were too great to take.
Clayton Oliver took home the Bluey Truscott medal, beating Jack Viney by 148 votes. What an incredible margin that was. And that is the latest from the Footy Feed team this Tuesday. I'm Matt Thompson. Thanks so much for your company. We'll see you soon.